trust is way more than whether the stakeholder likes you. One of the things that I like most about David Maister's trust formula is that it provides clarity in terms of what you need to do to improve the level of trust you have with someone. By breaking trust down into those discrete elements of credibility, reliability, intimacy, and self-orientation, it lets you better create an action plan that actually impacts trust. Because too often we equate trust with personal relationship. We assume that activities that build our personal relationship with someone automatically improves trust, and that's just not true. For example, let's say I discover one of my stakeholders is a huge soccer fan. So I take them to a match with their favorite team. Well, while that may score me some points on intimacy, it doesn't necessarily improve overall trust, especially if at that soccer match, I spend our time together talking about how great my company is and how powerful my solution is. In that case, I'm likely counteracting any gains I got on intimacy by increasing my self-orientation and therefore lowering overall trust. David Maister's formula helps make sure that when you construct a trust building plan, it actually includes specific actions that are either building credibility or highlighting your responsiveness or reliability, or increasing your level of intimacy or your personal knowledge of that person, and at the same time, emphasizing the other person's agenda, their needs, their wants, their interests, instead of your own. But, that takes careful thought and discipline. It means really thinking about which element in the formula you need to improve, and then putting actions into place that will actually do those things, increase those, but lower your self-orientation, which is easier said than done. If you have a demo planned with that stakeholder, you have to demonstrate your solution in a way that both builds your credibility and lowers your self-orientation, making sure that everything you show is relevant to their business, that you use their lingo, and that everything you show maps to their operating processes. Or even sending a simple follow-up email of the information that you promised. You have to construct the email in a way that emphasizes your responsiveness and your reliability, but also focuses on their needs, their wants, their agendas, etc., not your sales process. So when you get good at doing this, when you really think it through, then you can start to reassess your score on each of those elements following an activity and challenge yourself as to whether your efforts are making an impact or not. In my next clip, I'll talk a little bit about the idea of trust between two companies. But in the meantime, drop a comment below about how you ensure that the actions you take actually build trust instead of kill it.